Hello and welcome into District 20 Stadium in Colorado Springs, Colorado for 5A soccer action. I'm Brian German alongside Matt Pauley for this playoff action, second round playoff action in 5A. The Pine Creek Eagles homestanding against the Chatfield Tigers in what should be a very good game. And if it is a very good game, and even if it's not, why don't you get $10 out of your pocket right now and order yourself a DVD? Just send an email to 20tv@asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. Now, this should shape up to be a pretty good game. The Pine Creek roster here, you see some of the names that we've heard from Matt. We've done a few of these Pine Creek games, haven't we? These are some good players.
Yeah, it all starts with David Meyer, one heck of a goalie, one of the best in the state, and we all know you can ride a goalie a long, long way.
You certainly can. The Pine Creek's gotten this far. Let's go ahead and see their schedule. This is how they got here, and just pretty much romping against anyone, and there's not many ones against them in that second hand of that column there. And you see they won the big game against Lakewood last week to advance to this game against Chatfield. And let's move on down to the keys of this game for Pine Creek. They think the keys in order to win this game are going to have to shut down the top threats, and in this case, that's a guy named Ben Overholt. We'll get into him in a minute. Keep the team disciplined, which Pine Creek, we've seen them do it all year. They do a great job defensively on defense and discipline-wise on defense, sorry about that, and then they control the game tempo, meaning just keep possession of the ball, keep it away from the Tigers of Chatfield, and move on from there. Now, as far as Chatfield is concerned, I mentioned Ben Overholt, and do you know anything about that young man there?
Yeah, he's a very good player. He comes in, 13 goals on the season, 3 assists. He's the only double-digit goal scorer for Chatfield this year.
And the Tigers will present quite a problem for Pine Creek and some of their good players. Now, how Chatfield got here, they won a playoff game last week against Littleton. A little bit easier time of it than Pine Creek did last week. They won 4-0, and there you see some of the common opponents between these two teams. Doherty in there, as well as Lakewood, and both of those scores identical to what Pine Creek did to the same team. Now, the keys for the game for Chatfield, they're going to try and make some quick passes, and they're also going to try and possess the ball. It'll be interesting to see who can do the best job at just keeping possession of this soccer ball, and then they're going to try and clear the ball a lot to keep Pine Creek out of the offensive end. As far as the stats go, let's take a look at what both of these teams look like against each other. Chatfield comes in at 12-3-1, Pine Creek 13-1-2, and you can't get much more identical than that, can you, Matt?
No, you go up and down. I mean, Pine Creek's got a few more assists, but for the most part, these two teams are very equal. The one big difference, Chatfield gives up a goal a game. That doesn't seem like much. Pine Creek gives up a third of a goal a game.
That's right. As far as the playoff bracket, Pine Creek's playing Chatfield right now, and there you see the winner of the Grandview Stanley Lake match will take on Pine Creek and Chatfield next week as they move in throughout the playoffs. That'll do it for our pregame. We're going to come back and start this thing right away, so stick with us here on 20 TV. Welcome back to District 20 Stadium for this 5A soccer match, the Pine Creek Eagles against the Chatfield Tigers. And as we go to the game now, the Eagles are wearing the homestanding white jerseys, and the Tigers come in with the, what do you call that? Is it maroon?
I go maroon, yes. Maroon? Yes.
The maroon shorts and maroon shirts as well, just about to get this thing going. And we will see. It's going to be interesting to see who can possess the ball and who can play better defense in this game. Both teams very good at doing both of those things. And we're off. Much as we saw in the first game here, congratulations to the Liberty Lancers as they moved on to the 5A. Both these teams will probably just feel each other out for a bit. Nice job clearing the ball there by Matt Ernst. Pine Creek now moves it up. Jack Reynolds sends it up the field, and Michael Steffi in a foot race. Can't get to it. And Chatfield comes away with it. Steven Seagrass in goal for Chatfield's Tigers tonight. And he's going to see a lot of Michael Steffi tonight. Michael Steffi, one of Pine Creek's guys that likes to run right at the goal.
That's how he scores many of his goals,
Yep.
especially off his head.
Nice long kick and some decent defense by Matt Ernst there for the Eagles. Ooh. Whoa, a flip right there. They're going to call that. Oh, they're going to call that on Sean Cleary, who came over. I'm not so sure. Got a piece of Matt Crease there, and Matt Crease did a somersault in the air. They're going to call it, so now Chatfield's going to get a free kick right there. This is a pretty good opportunity for the Tigers.
You know, later on in the game, I don't think you make that call, but at this point, when you're kind of setting the tone as an official, I don't have a problem with that goal, especially after the game that we just saw where things got a little bit chippy.
Here's Ben Overholt, the man we warned you about, 13 goals for the Tigers on the season. He's going to take the free kick, and the Eagles setting up their line there in front of him. We'll see if they run people at the goal. Let's see what they got going here. Overholt tried to score it himself and hits it off the football goalpost, and not really much there.
Wide right, off the goalpost.
And now we get to see David Meyer kick this one away, and Meyer doesn't usually see a lot of balls his way, but now that the playoffs have started, he might see some more action. He plays it easily over to Sean Cleary. Cleary up the field looking for Reynolds, and Chatfield gets it away. Good defense again by Matt Ernst to take it away from Lee Holmes there, and Pine Creek comes back up their way.
It is a cold night, and that could certainly affect the way this game is played.
Certainly could, especially if we get any precipitation at all. Good job by Sean Cleary there on defense, and that's a goal kick. Fantastic job there by Sean Cleary. I'm telling you, Pine Creek is so disciplined on the defensive end. They do a great job.
Of all the teams we've seen this year, I don't think it's much of a doubt. Pine Creek's the best defensive squad we've seen, and you know they're so confident in their defense. They just hope to get a goal or two, and more often than not, that comes away with the W.
Yeah, Meyer plays it in just a little bit long. Hafner tried to play it there for Pine Creek. Aaron Hafner couldn't get a foot on it, so Chatfield gets it on the turnover. Sean Cleary, a good header there, and Hafner will try and keep possession. Wow. On the seat of his shorts, made a move and almost kept it there. This is Holmes sending it ahead to Overholt. Good defensive play again by Matt Ernst. I'm telling you, you know Ben Corley and his coaching staff were telling the Eagles it's all about defense. They've been playing great defense all year. If they can keep it up, who knows how far they'll go in this state tournament.
They are a definite contender to win the entire state tournament when you play defense the way they do.
There's a nice move, and here comes Michael Steffi. What a great pass from Sean Cleary in the back. Steffi backs it out of there. Now he'll play it to the center of the field. And a good move. This is Bannister. Hey, let's get a shot off as well. Nick Bannister did a good job there.
All these kicks are a little bit elevated so far. We saw one go off the goalpost earlier. I don't know if it's because guys are a little bit more amped up, if it's because of the weather and they're not quite used to it and their body's acting a little bit differently, but we're seeing a lot of high kicks towards the goal.
I would bet they're pretty amped up down there. Steven Seagrass puts it in play, and Cleary comes up and plays it. Jack Reynolds will try and keep it in possession, but loses it. Jamie McGrath with the kick ahead there, but Meyer will play this. As we said, these first few minutes, both teams just feeling each other out. Meyer not kicking it deep. Pine Creek just pretty much opting for possession. Ooh. And there's head-to-head contact. That's a tough one there as Hafner falls down after the head from freshman Jordan Osborne of Chatfield.
How Hafner just stood right back up, I don't know.
Yeah. Nico Farley now playing it over to Cleary on the left side. He's looking at Steffi. Steffi wanted him to send it ahead, didn't quite do it. Now Jack Reynolds and Pine Creek will rally here and bring everyone up into the offensive end. There's a long kick deep down. Hafner plays a header. Chatfield able to kick it out. Back to Reynolds. Oh, look at
Reynolds basically got punched in the face.
And he's getting up. You know what? You got to keep your cool. Jack Reynolds keeping his cool there, talking to the official, making sure, hey, look at that. That's a good, cool customer. Here's the play.
Oh.
Tough play there. Reynolds.
You know, Reynolds kind of had a smile on his face during that whole time, which says a lot about the character of him and also this Pine Creek team, that when things go wrong, to stay positive. And I think we see that a lot, and that has a lot to do why they've had such a good season.
Sean Cleary with a free kick. I think you're right.
Yeah, they very rarely react in a negative fashion.
Hafner plays it back to Cleary. Cleary comes around the left side. Gets by the defender. Not really. Wow.
He landed on top of that. He should.
To me, looked
touched
like
it, didn't
yeah. I'm not so sure that ball actually went out.
I thought he touched it with his hands. I think that should be Pine Creek ball down there, but what do I know? Always a scary question to ask.
Steven Seagrass. Yeah, I stayed out of that one. Seagrass with the kick for the Tigers. Sends it back into play, and Nico Farley sending it back their way. Michael Steffi, nope, they'll kick it back to the goaltender. Seagrass. Good job there by Ben Rogers of Chatfield to play it back. Nico Farley plays it here, and there's Ben Overholt. To Jared Rice. And Pine Creek takes it back. You know, we've been watching this Pine Creek team all year, Matt, and they do a great job possessing the ball.
When you have the ball against them, you generally don't have it very long.
No. Here comes Overholt. Kick inside, easily played back. And Pine Creek will get it out of there. Nick Bannister to Sam Stark, who kicks it further down the field. Michael Steffi will try and play it and possess it there. Good job. Warding off the Tiger with his body, now sends it up the field. Bannister trying to come to the middle of the field, no call there. He'll stay on his feet. But Chatfield comes back the other way.
He stumbled just a bit at the beginning of that on the right side, and that made all the difference in the world. It completely slowed down his momentum. He did a good job of recovering, but by that point, Chatfield was really able to set up defensively. They had him on their heels for a moment, but just that split-second stumble can change everything.
Certainly can, and that's why defensively it's important to even just try and get your foot on the ball for a half a second, because if you can slow him down, it gets more of your teammates a chance to get back. Now Meyer will play this one deep. Sends it high. Farley to Alex Cullen. Cullen sends it back now. That's Sam Stark. Stark ahead to Bannister. Bannister comes back to Stark, but a little bit too far on the pass, and it's out of bounds, and Chatfield gets the ball. No, Bannister. Okay. Chatfield again with the ball. Playing it, Sam Stark. Too much on the sideline over there.
Yeah, they got to get that ball to the middle of the field.
Zach Peterschmidt now over there playing it. Jack Reynolds sends it ahead. Here's Aaron Hafner. Hafner with incredible speed, get by people. Oh, tough play there, but Hafner up. Kept his feet. Now he's coming towards the goal. Let's see if he sends it across. Oh! Just missed the man coming through, and Cullen missed it on the other side as well. But now Cullen gets it back over to Reynolds.
I don't know how Hafner kept that ball in bounds, and then he created a great scoring opportunity because of
Sean Cleary to Hafner again. Here comes Hafner. Oh, they are not.
That's got to be a whistle.
Anything.
How is that not a whistle?
I am not sure.
There's two plays right there. As Hafner goes down, and then we see Sean Cleary go down a moment later.
Jordan Osborne with a tackle on Hafner. Well, at least Pine Creek has the ball deep in the Chatfield end now. You see Adam Parker, our photographer, there in the front putting his gloves on. Better get him on, Adam. Pine Creek's going to score. Michael Steffi with the throw-in.
Good header.
Better header back by Nico Farley. And now Ben Overholt comes in. Peter Schmidt tried to get the ball back from him. Now Cleary sends it out of bounds, and Pine Creek will set up defensively.
Chatfield right now is trying to equal the energy that Pine Creek is putting out, and it's taken a moment for them to get there.
Yep. Pine Creek knows exactly what they want to do when they take to the field. This is Sam Stark. Now back to Chatfield. Yeah, you're right. Matt, you couldn't have said it better. When you possess the ball against Pine Creek, you don't have it for long. Jack Reynolds to Steffi. Steffi makes a move, but can't get by the defender. Now Nico Farley runs at the ball, comes up with it, and here comes Steffi on the run again. He's going to keep this one alive and go to the right side. He's got Alex Cullen running in there. Steffi beats the defender, sends it to the middle. Cullen's there, and so is Hafner. Oh! It's a save by Seagrass inside. Pine Creek keeps possession. Here comes Jack Reynolds. He's got Hafner inside as well. Reynolds trying to go to the end line, and it should be a corner kick. No, my bad. It'll be a goal kick.
We see in the replay right now, great opportunity for Hafner, and maybe he should have tried the left side. I don't know, but that was a great opportunity.
Seagrass went to the ground. That was a little bit crazy. I would think he would want to play that with his hands. Here it is again. A true soccer player using his feet. Here comes Steffi now again to back live action. Ben Overholt sends it ahead. Matt Ernst, the quickest man to the ball. Oh, here comes Farley, sending it ahead. You can hear the Pine Creek fans enjoying this play here. Reynolds back to Cleary. Cleary will send it down the left sideline. Bannister can't get to it. Ooh.
You know, it's funny. We're talking about the whole thing about possession.
Yep.
When you play Pine Creek and you possess it, you're not possessing it with the idea to score a goal. You're possessing it with the idea to keep possession of it and to keep it away from Pine Creek. It completely changes what you try to do.
Certainly does. So now Chatfield will have a throw in on the side. Or is it a kick? Nope. Throw in. Jared Rice will do the duties for the Tigers, sends it in there, and it's headed out. Nice job inside by Pine Creek defensively. Here comes Nick Bannister up the field, being chased. Sends it up to Steffi, who couldn't hold the defender off, but Alex Cullen now sends it ahead. Bannister, Bannister's there. Oh, but they were offside. It was close. It was like Bannister was waiting to be called offside, and almost in waiting showed the official that he was offside.
Yeah, and that's where it's so tough because as a defender, if you've got no chance to defend it, you can basically stop, and then there's nothing the offensive player can do.
Yep. Steven Seagrass will put it back into action.
Meyer doesn't have to touch the ball a lot, but there's one of the few times.
Yeah. You better make the most of your opportunities if you get the ball inside the box on Pine Creek. Here now comes Chatfield, trying to move it ahead. They try and really work to Overholt in there. As we told you, he had 13 goals on the year. Now he's got it on his foot. Sends it over and back up the middle, back to Overholt. Looks like he'll try and kick it from just about anywhere as well. Now on the side, but Sean Cleary clears it away from Tyler Perko, and then even checks on Perko. That's what I love about Pine Creek.
Yeah, they play the game the right way in all ways. It's tough to dislike Pine Creek even when you're playing against them.
Yep. Although I'll bet Chatfield doesn't like him right now. They're probably okay with him right now. Jared Rice again to throw it in. Nice toss inside there. Pine Creek heads it away. Nico Farley with the header, and here comes Michael Steffi. Steffi just pushes that ball. He is so quick. Gets to the outside, and it is a foot race. And he's still got it on his feet. Oh, I'm not so sure there wasn't some illegal contact there at the top as Chatfield comes away with it.
But not for long.
Lee Holmes with the ball now on the left side for the Tigers. Kicked out of there by Peter Schmidt. Nice slide tackle by Sean Cleary. And now it comes to Farley, and he'll just kick it out of there and let Pine Creek set up defensively.
And, Brian, if you look at the American flag right now, it is really moving. So if this is one of those games where you want to keep the ball close to the ground, because if you elevate it at all, that wind's going to take it, and it's not going to go where you want it to go.
And you're not seeing exactly what Matt's talking about. It is blowing directly at David Meyer in the Pine Creek goal. So anytime Pine Creek's bringing it up, they're coming into the wind. Here comes Jack Reynolds over to Nick Bannister. I just love how quick these guys are. Quick of foot. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds plays it well. Over to Bannister. Bannister coming in now. He's got Steffi there, but no. Oh, that crossing pass was a little too far. But they played on the other side. Aaron Hafner. Hafner now inside. Steffi couldn't get a head on it, but Bannister gets a foot. There it is. Steffi scores! Seagrass made the save, but Steffi was right in the box waiting for something to happen. He kicks the rebound home off of the miss by Nick Bannister.
And that's why you have to always have a man on Steffi, because he's always near the box. Right there, the defender loses Steffi. The rebound comes out, and he's right there. You can't give up rebounds against Pine Creek, and more importantly, you can't leave Steffi alone. A defender down there on the ground on the left side of your screen. Steffi left wide open. The ball comes right to him. That's one of his easiest goals of the year.
Michael Steffi's 11th goal of the season. Give Nick Bannister an assist on that one, as he was the one who put it towards the goal and got the rebound. Pine Creek leads 1-0. Now they really want to keep possession of that ball. Sean Cleary comes inside. This is James McGrath. McGrath makes some nice moves, and there's a tackle inside by Peter Schmidt. The ball's still alive. David Meyer dives at it. Boy, that was a little frantic as well right there. Lee Holmes was over there for Chatfield.
Pine Creek got a break that there was no whistle, but 3 Chatfield players just stopped what they were doing and started pointing and yelling at the official. Sometimes calls don't go your way. That wasn't a good call. Pine Creek should have been whistled, but Chatfield needs to play through it, especially after just giving up a goal. This is the moment where you got to try to score if you're Chatfield.
Definitely. They're going to have a great shot here. My guess is it'll be Ben Overholt. No. Oh, my. It's a corner kick. Lee Holmes will take the corner kick here. And they're going to run Overholt and a couple of other Tigers inside. And Pine Creek comes away with it. Nice speed on the outside. It's Ryan Depanay in the game now on the right side. We've also got Brad McDonald in the game now for Pine Creek, as well as Jay Morales in the middle of the field. Chatfield trying to work it. McDonald to Morales. Over to Jack Reynolds. Back to McDonald. Now work it up the field to Steffi. Steffi is just, he's solid in there when he plays that ball. He can keep defenders behind him really well. Nico Farley sends it over to Sam Stark. Stark to Depanay. Depanay within a foot race over there. Tries to get it. They're going to give it to Chatfield as it went off Depanay's foot last. Nice hat by Ryan, huh? Looks like the hat you got on right now.
I know. It looks like yours a little bit too, without the bolt there. But
we don't have the Pine Creek colors.
Yeah, that's true. If I was out there playing, I'd be wearing a big old jacket, sweatpants.
You can't play soccer in a parka. Isn't there a book about that?
I don't know, but that's why I don't play soccer.
Okay. Sean Cleary now. The ball at midfield, sends it ahead to Jack Reynolds. Reynolds will play this one. But Chatfield is pretty darn physical defensively. Here's Reynolds. Sending it over. McDonald tried to play that one. I'm telling you, it's getting pretty physical down there. Tyler Perko.
It's getting physical, but I don't feel like it's getting at this point. It's there's no ill intent, I guess you could say.
Here comes Pine Creek.
Nothing dirty.
Peter Schmidt will play the ball. Now it's Jay Morales. And here comes Chatfield. Jamie McGrath. There's Nico Farley playing tough. Jay Morales can't get it out of there. And they come back with Jared Rice over on the left side. Rice gets it back, sends it in, looking for Ben Overholt, but it wouldn't go. David Meyer plays it easily. We're at the midway point of the first half, and Pine Creek has a 1-goal lead. Many times this year that sentence was used in Pine Creek games. 1-goal lead. McDonald plays it ahead to Steffi, back to McDonald, who will play it back to Sean Cleary. Cleary sends it ahead. Jack Reynolds plays it. Nice play there, but the Tigers come away with it. Now here's Overholt making a move past Ernst. Wants to call, nothing there. And it's kicked out of bounds by Zach Peterschmidt. And Chatfield will have a chance here.
And more often than not, people have been able to say about Pine Creek's opponent, they have not yet scored.
Yes.
That is a very normal thing.
11 shutouts on the year, I believe, for David Meyer and the Pine Creek Eagles, which was a new record.
11 indeed.
Played there by Jay Morales. McDonald will send it up the field. Here's Sean Cleary to McDonald. Here's that possession game by Pine Creek to Jack Reynolds to McDonald into the middle to Michael Steffi. Steffi makes a great play, turns around, keeps possession, sends it ahead to McDonald, but it's not going to work out this time. As Jordan Osborne is there to kick it back to Seagrass, who puts it in play. Seagraves, excuse me, put it in play. Sam Stark to Jay Morales. And Pine Creek. Ben Corley talks about having a possession game. That's what they try and do. They try and keep the ball, move it gradually toward their end, and then strike when they can. Send the ball towards the box and send a bunch of bodies in there as well. Here's Nico Farley. Send it ahead. Kick right back for Chatfield. Steffi's going to try to steal it. But the Tigers work around him. And now send it back to move forward. Ben Rogers.
Chatfield guys are yelling at each other on the field right now.
To Osborne, to Holmes, and it's taken away. Cleary tried to get it to Farley. Wouldn't work. Now here's Sam Stark again. Stark sends it up the field, just past Steffi. And Depine gets it to Steffi in the middle of the field. Steffi has it taken away. Sean Cleary's going to play this one defensively and turn it right back around. Jack Reynolds to McDonald to Steffi, back to Reynolds. Taking his time, sending it up the field to Depine. But easy play for Seagraves in goal for the Tigers. Chatfield moving the ball now. Chatfield is going to try and maybe keep possession of it a little bit better. They got offensive players spaced out a little bit better now. Ben Overholt back to Rice. Over to McGrath and back to Overholt. Now it's taken away by Reynolds. Reynolds comes swiftly up the field. Now taking his time, gets it to McDonald.
He just stopped on a dime and started going at full speed again.
Yep, stopped on a dime, gave him 9 cents change and moved on. Now here comes Steffi in the race. He sends it, and Seagraves played that ball really well. Came out, cut down the angles, and just got the save.
You see the shot on goal, and the keeper was in great position where you couldn't really go to the right or the left. He was there to go either direction.
Steffi almost had to lift that one in order to be a threat at all. Now ball's out of bounds, Pine Creek. Sean Cleary will play this one. 16 minutes left first half. Pine Creek with a 1-0 lead over Chatfield. Earlier tonight, the Liberty Lancers, also a District 20 team, moved on into the Elite Eight, or the third round of the 5A state playoffs. They won 2-1 over Pooter. Pine Creek trying to join them. We'd have 2 District 20 teams in the final 8.
Yeah, there's nothing more we enjoy than seeing many District 20 teams having postseason success.
That's right. Hayford with the throw in to Cullen.
Air Academy was winners last night.
That's
so they've you could get three teams advancing.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Good call. Didn't mean to oversight the cadets.
Air Academy has a track record of winning state championships.
That's Darius Ryder over there with the ball, and Jared Rice. Ryder back to Rice. A good block by Jay Morales using the body there. Now Rice sends it in, and it's kicked out by Sam Stark. And here comes Pine Creek. How quickly they go from defense to offense. Cullen sends it to Bannister. And it's kicked out of bounds by Jamie McGrath. It's going to be Pine Creek ball. Bannister stops for a second. He threw off a shin pad or something. He's tying his shoe. So Aaron Hafner will take his time throwing this in. I'm not sure. Nope, they're going to keep playing. That's actually Taylor Carroll that was fixing his glove. Now Pine Creek with possession. Here's Nico Farley sending it ahead. Depine running down the side. Tried to keep it in bounds, but just couldn't turn that ball enough. Couldn't get enough foot around the edge of it to keep it in bounds. And Seagraves will put it back in play for Chatfield.
Pine Creek would really love to get one more goal, and then you think they already play great defense and kind of pack it in. They'd be able to take it one step further.
Ooh, they're going to call Jay Morales there. I'm not sure. It seemed to me they were both just trying to play the head.
Yeah.
But
there's been a lot more than that hasn't been called in this game.
Lee Holmes, I guess, took the worst of it and gets the whistle. And now it's going to be a free kick for Ben Rogers and the Chatfield Tigers. Here's the replay. Yeah, I guess Morales kind of got his shoulder into him. Here's a long kick. As we look out, David Meyer makes the first save, and then Pine Creek dodges another bullet there. And they move it quickly out. A good job. Taylor Carroll sends it back. Aaron Hafner sends a long pass ahead. Here it is inside.
David Meyer has been great this season, but there's times where your defense has to come up and help out your keeper, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, they say.
Well, the difference between the goal earlier and what happened right there was the defender stayed up, so you saw the play basically inside of the goal. Pine Creek kept the defender up, and therefore you weren't able to get the easy shot on goal, even though Meyer was out.
While we were in replay there, Aaron Cullen took a foul. He's shaken up a little bit. He's still in the game, but Aaron Hafner will get a free kick. So now Pine Creek lines up similarly to what Chatfield did, and Hafner's going to put this in play. Sending it down. Carroll couldn't get to it, but now it's back to Carroll, who keeps running. Sends it ahead. Nick Bannister now is there. Bannister keeps it on his feet, makes a play to the left, and sends it blocked in front by the Tigers. But Bannister kept it alive. Now Cullen's got it. Cullen's going to spin to the left, keeping Bannister behind him. Let's see what he can do with the ball. Over to Bannister, who tried to get it back to Cullen, and the Tigers were able to play it away. Now Aaron Hafner gets possession. He'll move to the center of the field. The Eagles just keep the pressure on. Sam Stark now brings it in, sends it, but Seagraves is there for the easy save.
Again, you had a man wide open for Pine Creek. You give up a rebound right there, and the goal's going right back in.
Love Pine Creek's urgency, too, after the almost goal. They just came on and just started putting it to the Tigers.
Chatfield's got to do a better job of keeping defenders back and not having anybody wide open in case of a rebound. That time it was Bannister, who there was nobody near him.
Tigers now moving it back in their offensive end. Rice to Holmes, back to Overholt. Overholt sends it over to Jeremy McGrath, and it's played out by Pine Creek. Taylor Carroll, nice play with the foot there to Nick Bannister. Bannister in a foot race ahead, trying to split through all the Tigers, loses the ball, but now gets it back to Carroll. Carroll's going to send it ahead looking for Depine, but the Tigers able to intercept that pass.
I would have loved to see the pass go back to Bannister on the left side. That's a tough pass across the field.
But so far, There have been a couple of chances for Chatfield, but not enough good possession in the offensive zone in order for Pine Creek to be too worried about it. David Meyer will probably show you that again at halftime. Just a great save. He was aware of the Tiger that was right there in the box with him, and he knew he had to get the ball away from him, and he did so. And he also knew his other defenders would be there to help him out.
Chatfield's Ben Rogers, who's a defender and one of the captains. I mean, he's just out there constantly pretty much kind of yelling at his teammates. They're so frustrated as a team that nothing they're trying to do is working right now.
David Meyer with the goal kick. Put this one back in play. Good defense again. Aaron Hafner takes it away for Pine Creek. And they'll take the ball over there. Sean Cleary will throw it in.
If you're watching, you can see the wind on the jersey, and that doesn't even start to explain how much of a gust we've got going on right now.
Nick Bannister. Oh, I was wondering if they were going to call that. I don't think the ball went all the way across the line. Bannister's arguing a little bit, but it's out of bounds. Here it is, Matt. Oh, man, that was on the line. It was fine.
Yeah.
That ball was fine. I'm not sure.
The question is which official made that call. Was it the lead official or was it one of the assistant officials down the line? I hope it was at least the official down the line who had the good angle on it.
Better angle than we did, certainly. Chatfield back into play. Now we're in the final quarter of the first half.
Well done.
Thank you.
Been excited to use that one?
Yeah. Yep, Jeremy McGrath puts it in play. This is Philip Gustafson. Trying to play it ahead. McGrath, Chatfield can't get anything going. Overton tries to come forward and play. Overholt tries to come and play that one. And it's sent out of bounds by Cleary. Now it's back. Here's Ben Overholt. He keeps it in bounds, keeps possession of it, keeps it on the line. They don't call that one out. And a good job by Hafner to kick it out of bounds. Now it's going to be played in by Chad Haas. Nope. They'll switch it up and they'll go with Rice to throw it in.
Best penetration really by the Chargers today as far as a prolonged penetration.
Jared Rice will throw it in. Deep throw in. Pine Creek, couple headers. David Meyer keeping his eye on the ball. No shot there. Overshot a little bit by Dan Froning. And Pine Creek comes out of there. Nice job by Taylor Carroll. Tigers come back. Sean Cleary trying to keep it away from Overholt, and now it's stolen away by Hafner. Hafner now sends it ahead. And they'll move to Bannister on the left side. Bannister has Steffi now in the middle. Gets it to Cullen. Steffi's upfield. Sean Cleary will look at things, send it back to Hafner. Pine Creek just keeping possession of that ball. They'll send it back to David Meyer, and he'll play it from the goal. Send it to midfield. He called a push on Taylor Carroll.
And Jared Rice went down for Chatfield.
I've been calling him Rice.
Rice.
Rhymes with Weiss. I don't know. There's Ben Rogers, the captain you spoke of, and he's
trying to get that shoe
I think
on.
He's got a flat tire. He's trying to get his shoe on. Now he's trying to tie it.
If only he knew. Hundreds upon hundreds of people are watching him live right now tie his shoe.
Waiting for him to just, come on, buddy.
If his family wants to watch him tie his shoe over and over, they can order a DVD.
That's right. Nice kick by Rogers. That's what he was doing. Oh, played out of there by Zach Peterschmidt. Not sure you didn't want Meyer to play that ball instead of Peterschmidt. They both talk about it afterwards there. And,
I think that's Meyer's spot. If you're Peterschmidt, go back behind in case a rebound comes up. You can back up your goalie. When your goalie's got a chance to make a play, let him make that play.
And now is Sean Cleary taking a knee here. We're going to have substitution.
As cold as it is, that's the last thing I'd want to do.
Sean
Keep
Cleary.
moving.
Yeah. Sean Cleary a bit shaken up, I think, though. He's going to come out of the game, and there's Morales giving him a handshake. So now it'll be Aaron Hafner to play the ball in. Five and a half minutes left in this first half. Pine Creek leads 1-0. There's David Meyer checking, trying to stay limbered up in goal, and now Pine Creek puts the ball in play. Chatfield trying to maneuver around Alex Cullen. They do so. There's Jared Reese. Good defense over there by Jack Reynolds. Sam Stark. No call. And a good no call at that. David Meyer will put this one back into play for the Eagles.
Officials have kept their whistles in their pockets for the most part today, and for the most part, that's been a good decision.
I'd agree with that. Meyer will take his time now.
Is there any team that's more content with a 1-0 lead than Pine Creek?
Probably not. But you know Ben Corley would love to have another goal. Now running ahead for Chatfield. Good job defensively by Matt Ernst there, and Aaron Hafner plays it out of bounds. That was Darius Ryder with the shot. Excuse me, Chad Haas with the shot for Chatfield. And now they'll get a corner kick.
Pine Creek's so sound defensively, they don't bite on any of that extra, motion from the legs. They're sitting there and just watching the ball, and they don't bite on anything, it seems like.
Jamie McGrath with the corner kick now for Chatfield. Tough position, and good job there by Peter Schmidt to send it out. And here comes Nick Bannister, but it's stolen away by Tigers. Not the greatest pass, and trying to get to Michael Steffi. Here come the Tigers. Reese sends it out. I apologize. They're calling them the Tigers because it was on the graphic before the game.
Chargers.
It's the Chargers.
Yep.
We apologize to your Chatfield fans. We know there's some of you watching online. They've been screaming at me for the last 36 and a half minutes. I apologize. The Chargers will be the Chargers from now on through the end of this broadcast. Pine Creek gets the ball back. Alex Cullen with a nice move. Gets away from two Chargers. Now gets up the field. He's got Bannister on the left, Steffi in the middle. And over on the far side is Jack Reynolds. Bannister sends it towards the goal. Seagraves plays it easily.
The wind just caught that ball.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do, and that's why you can't elevate the ball in games like these, especially when going against the wind. Nice
strong kick there by Seagraves. Pine Creek's going to play it. Sam Stark keeps it inbounds. Plays it ahead to Steffi. Look at Steffi there. He just keeps defenders on his back. Now here's Cullen to Hafner. Hafner playing back. Interesting, Ben Corley moved Hafner back a little bit. He moved him to the wing earlier this year, and he's been scoring some goals. He's now playing more of a defensive role in tonight's game.
I think if they needed a goal, you'd see him a little bit closer to the net.
No. Stark tried to play that one to Cullen. Now Reynolds tries to play it, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be Pine Creek with the throw-in. Sam Stark will take it.
It's funny, this Pine Creek team was very good at the beginning of the season, but they have steadily improved and improved as the year has gone along. And sometimes you don't see teams do that.
Nope. Sometimes you fall off. Sometimes the colder weather gets to you a little bit. These guys seem to play no matter what the weather is. They play consistent defense and just good soccer. They're fun to watch.
Well, Jack Reynolds is a great example. He was kind of a non-contributor. We had a game with him where he scored 2 or 3 goals. And since then, he's been a major offensive contributor.
Here's a throw into Morales, who heads it, and it's headed out of there by Rogers for the Chargers. Now Cullen's got a shot. He scooters. Alex Cullen, wow, knew exactly what to do with that. He kicked it high, it sent it goalward, and it beat Seagraves' outstretched hand.
Chatfield once again just does not stay back defensively, and he was wide open on the right side, and when that ball came in, he was able to put a real good shot on it. Look, nobody's close to him. That's the biggest problem with Chatfield. If there's a Pine Creek player within 15 yards of that goal, you got to have them marked. And Chatfield is not marking those guys. Once the play initially dies down, they start backing up, and that's why they're down 2-0.
Now the Chargers trying to get something going here. They move it ahead to Holmes, and it's taken away by Pine Creek. Coming down to the minute 17 left in the first half here. And the Chargers kick it ahead. 2-0 Pine Creek. They try to move the ball ahead. And Nick Bannister can't play it. We've got our clock fixed now. 55 seconds left in the half. And the last thing Pine Creek wants to do is allow a cheap, easy goal here for the Chargers. Good job by Aaron Hafner to get that one out of there. Chad Haas was trying to move it in for Chatfield. 40 seconds and counting. They'll hustle up, try and get something going here. Off the corner kick. Jamie McGrath will handle it. Time running down. He hurries up, sends it across the middle. It goes across to the other side untouched, and that'll be an easy goal kick now for David Meyer, who will take his time. Oh, now there's a ball in the net. He's going to get rid of that one, take his time, maybe play this one.
He's a veteran, isn't he?
Yes, he certainly is. 7 seconds of counting. He's just going to kick this one right as the half ends. Let's show off his leg here, and that'll be it for the first half. Pine Creek leads this 5A playoff action 2-0 over the Chatfield Chargers. We'll come back and talk about that first half of play and how good Ben Corley and his team feel with a 2-0 lead at halftime right after this on 20 TV. Welcome back to District 20 Stadium in Colorado Springs. The Pine Creek Eagles have a 2-0 lead over the Chatfield Chargers at halftime. We'll show you what happened in that first half of play, and just a couple of great goals by the Eagles from Pine Creek. And we told you coming in, Michael Steffi was a man to watch. The Chargers forgot about that, and they left him open as Nick Bannister with the miss, Seagraves with the save, and Steffi put it home. Nice play, Matt Pauley.
It was a great play, and you just got to find a way to mark guys, and they didn't mark them right there, and that's a theme.
Here's what you see from the speaking of marking guys, David Meyer knew the Tigers were there. The Chargers were there. Another Chargers in the box, and Pine Creek does a great job playing defensively there. And then here's the second goal. Alex Cullen, again, no one really near him, and he puts it home.
There's two storylines in this game right now. Pine Creek being who they are defensively, and Pine Creek staying very patient offensively, just waiting for mistakes. And when those mistakes happen, they're wide open for a goal.
Tell you what, the Steffi family and the Cullen family and anyone on Pine Creek probably would love to have a DVD copy of this game. The Eagles lead it 2-0 at halftime. If you'd like a copy for just $10, email 20tv@asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. $10 get you a copy, and I think Matt Pauley's going to personally deliver it to you.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Something like that.
In the 20 TV truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. You going to be pulling the trailer?
Sure.
The 20 TV trailer?
Yeah.
The amazing 20 TV trailer? All right. He's Matt Pauley. I'm Brian German. We're here with the 20 TV staff, and all of us are going to be back in just a couple of minutes for the start of the second half action here on 20 TV. Welcome back to District 20 Stadium. The Pine Creek Eagles lead the Chatfield Chargers 2-0. Brian German and Matt Pauley joining you here as we get just about ready to start the second half. And I'll ask you, Matt Pauley, what do you do if you are the Chatfield Chargers in the second half? You're down 2-0 to a team that has 11 shutouts on the year.
I don't know. First off, don't give up another goal, and you do that by playing more sound defense. I've been unimpressed by Chatfield's defense in this game close to the net. That's the first thing you got to do, because you've given up a kind of, not to take anything away from the Pine Creek goals, but you've given away kind of a couple cheapies. As far as offensively, you may be at the point you might have to gamble a little bit offensively, but even gambling offensively, Pine Creek defensively is so good, it's not like you're going to get all these runs at the goal even if you start gambling. So Chatfield's in a tough spot right now, and really more than anything, they've got to hope that maybe Pine Creek makes some mistakes, but the problem for Chatfield is Pine Creek doesn't make mistakes.
They don't make mistakes. And so if you're Ben Corley, what did you say to your team?
Keep doing the same thing.
Yep.
Maybe you might want to pack it in a little bit more, but probably just keep doing the same things. And if Chatfield does start gambling and start getting some runs to the net, then maybe you change something. But if I'm Pine Creek, I'm doing the exact same thing right now.
Chatfield starts off with the ball. They'll see what they can do offensively here as they try and move it ahead.
The other side of this is Pine Creek now has the wind. Chatfield's going against the wind.
It's even tougher. Hafner plays it forward, and now it comes to this side to Sam Stark. Stark to Peter Schmidt, over to Cullen. And now you can see a little bit, maybe a little more pressure here for Chatfield as they try and gain possession with the ball in the offensive end here. Reese, and it comes away to Jamie McGrath. McGrath sends it ahead to Overholt, but he is guarded closely by Peter Schmidt, and it's kicked out of bounds by Morales. Chatfield maintains possession.
If you're Chatfield, you want to score a goal early in this second half.
But here comes Pine Creek with possession. Nick Bannister just keeping possession and running up the field. You almost have to just kick it away from him if you get the chance when Pine Creek gets possession. Michael Steffi sends it goalward, but Seagraves, the easy play in goal.
And Pine Creek is a step quicker than Chatfield as well in all aspects, and that makes it that much tougher.
Home kick downfield, and Chatfield can't keep it in bounds. Good try there by Dan Froning. Good crowd on hand from Chatfield as well that made the drive up here. Not quite as far a drive as the Pooter kids had, who took on Liberty in that first game. Only about an hour for the Chatfield kids. This is Ben Overholt. Sending it over to Reese. Back inside McGrath. McGrath makes a move, but Pine Creek is there defensively, and Morales will kick it out. Matt Crease again with the throw-in. Sends it into Overholt, who plays it easily back to Crease. Across the middle of the field to Rice. It's taken away now. Morales, nope, comes in. Holmes takes it back to Overholt, and it's taken away by Stark. Jack Reynolds can't handle it, though. Here comes Ben Rogers. He'll send it goalward. He's got a man down there, Froning. Froning guarded closely. They send it to the middle. A big header inside by Nico Farley, and Dave Myers played that one. Easy stop for Pine Creek. Pine Creek will take their time.
Yeah, that's the one difference we're seeing in the second half right now. Pine Creek maybe doesn't have the aggressiveness that they had earlier, and assuming they don't give up any goals, that's okay.
That's right. Sam Stark sends that one goalward. Seagraves, the easy play. He'll show off his leg again, send it up the field. Ow. Tough and out of bounds for the Chargers there. Osborne, off the feet of Osborne, and Pine Creek gets possession back. Hafner will throw it in. Hafner probably happy the Red Sox are winning. He's got the beard going. Not to make fun of you, Matt Pauley.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
Sorry. Here comes Sam Stark playing it ahead, and Seagraves runs out.
We are on fox21news.com/games, and the World Series is on Fox 21, so
you're right.
Cross promotion.
Or is it over?
It's not, well,
people should be watching this game. It's more exciting. Jack Reynolds plays it back.
It is.
Sam Stark back into Jack Reynolds. Pine Creek really spreads the field on you really well. Unless you can win one-on-one battles, they can keep possession. Ben Overholt gets it, and now here comes Hafner. Hafner's going to take a chance at it. He's going towards the goal. He's got a man right next to him, and look at Seagraves come out, make a play, but he keeps it alive. Michael Steffi can't get to it, and Chatfield's Chargers stave off another one right there.
The impressive thing about that was Hafner's vision, because we see Hafner come in. Hafner was probably 20 yards off the ball, knew where it was going to be, took off on a dead sprint, and met the ball right where he thought it would be.
Aaron Hafner, just another one of the outstanding players for this Pine Creek team.
His field vision is probably better than anybody else's on Pine Creek. He has speed and field vision, and that's why when they moved him up, he was able to score so many goals because he finds the creases, he finds the holes, and he knows what's going to happen before it happens.
He certainly showed that he could do things on the attack right there. Apologize for the glitches in the replay. Not sure what's going on. It might be a little cold for that replay machine. Here's Morales with the ball, sending it up to Steffi. Steffi gets shoved down from behind, and no call. Chatfield comes back up, and it kicks out of bounds, and it'll be Pine Creek ball. Pine Creek's just loving probably the pace of this half too, Matt Pauley, because 34 minutes left. Really haven't had to worry too much about the Chargers.
Just go fast enough that you can stay warm.
Yep, definitely. Chargers keep it in bounds on the side there. Comes over to Lee Holmes, but taken away by Zach Peterschmidt, who sends it down the middle of the field for Steffi. Steffi plays it well. Tough bump there, and they call it on him. Wow. I saw a bump on the other end that wasn't called. Robert Simpson went down on that one. And
the difference was the arm came off the body.
Good call, Matt Pauley. Here's Reese. Sending it back to Rogers. Now they get it inside to Holmes. But Pine Creek's able to just take it away. Bannister now has Cullen running down the right side. He wanted the ball, but Chatfield gets it back. And the Eagles will take their time and just move it around. We have some people playing soccer in the hallway behind us, Matt Pauley, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Chatfield will get the ball here. A throw in. Jared Reese will come over to take it for the Chargers. And the Chargers will set up something offensively. Pine Creek will look to see what they can do about making a stop. Holmes can't get the header. It's inside to Overholt. Too many Eagles there. Overholt just kicking it into a wall of Pine Creek Eagles. Now it's kicked back. There's Osborne. And he knew the second that came off his foot, it was going out of bounds. And it'll be Pine Creek ball.
And you have to start to wonder for Chatfield, down 2-0. At what point does panic start to come in?
You wonder. And are they pressing too hard right now? Pine Creek easily keeping that. A bunch of Pine Creek fans over on that side now, cheering on the Eagles.
I don't especially like the Chatfield energy. For being down 2-0, I don't think you can sense that based off the way they're playing.
Seems like they're kind of cold maybe.
It's a cold night. There's a reason for that.
Yes. Then Rogers will play it here. Nico Farley kicks it out. Chatfield is keeping it in their end, but they're not really sending anything towards the net.
No, and Pine Creek's fine with this.
Yep.
There's no true attack here.
Comes Jamie McGrath. Makes a nice move. And it's almost taken away. McGrath gets it back. Now it is taken away. Here's Jack Reynolds. McGrath steals it away. Taken back by Nico Farley. Nice little slide tackle there to gain possession. Now Pine Creek will try and keep it for a little bit. Farley lifts it into the air for Bannister. Chatfield takes it away. Nice job there by the defender, Ben Rogers. Bannister now plays it, and there's Holmes. Holmes over in the corner. Sends it over to Osborne. Osborne. And Pine Creek will let it go out. It's a goal kick. David Meyer, and we are just about 1/4 through the second half.
I knew you were going to go there.
I read it on your lips.
Ugh.
30 minutes left in this one. If Pine Creek can hang on, they move on in the state playoffs. Way too early to celebrate, though. Although if you're a Pine Creek fan and you've watched this team all year, you've got to feel pretty confident right now with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, you feel confident with a 1-0 lead. So, and we're not trying to be bombastic Pine Creek supporters when we say that. 11 shutouts this year. It's an incredible number.
Yeah, 11 shutouts and 13 wins. That's pretty good. Here comes Bannister, trying to get it to Cullen.
And one of those games we did, Meyer got hurt. The goal that was scored was not against Meyer.
Right. Comes Ben Overholt finally showing some stuff. Here's Jamie McGrath. Chatfield fans getting a little excited as the Chargers move in, but Aaron Hafner cuts him off at the pass. A good job defensively by Aaron Hafner to cut off Tyler Perko there and send the ball out of bounds. Chatfield will get a throw in.
Meyer this year has played in 16 games. He's allowed 4 goals, 53 saves. Has a .281 goals against average.
It's unheard of.
11 shutouts.
And, of course, Coach Ben Corley believes he is the best goalkeeper in the state. There's one towards him. Plays it pretty easily. Pretty easily. Here's a replay, and decent header by David Meyer.
He's just right there.
He almost had a smirk on his face there as he took that one. He doesn't see a lot of soccer balls.
Now look how far he's walked out right now. He's 25 yards
Well,
in
in
front
another
of
game we saw him play this year, they actually put him in forward.
Yeah.
Now Pine Creek will have a throw in. That's the Pine Creek fans with a little cheer down there now. They try and get Morales going, but the Chargers get their heads on it instead, and Seagraves comes out with it. He'll throw it up to McGrath. McGrath will play it up the field. Gets it to Lee Holmes. And turn it right back over to Pine Creek. Offside. Jack Reynolds to play this one. Sam Stark. Oh, wow. Not so sure about that one, as Dan Froning fell to the ground over the top of Jack Reynolds.
You're going to see a little bit of a trip here in just a moment. And But his body
If it was
been
a
doing
serious
a bit.
trip, he's very sly about it. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure.
He stuck that leg out just a bit. I'm not upset about the call.
Seagraves comes out to play it way out here.
The opposite of what we saw before, where they didn't let the goalie do anything.
Right. He sends it deep. Yeah, it's off of Depanay down there, and Froning will pick it up and throw it to his teammate. Matt Crease will throw it in. Crease sends it into Gustafson, back to Crease. Plays it over for McGrath. McGrath with a nice move to get around Jack Reynolds, and now he's got an opening. He sends it, but it's blocked inside there by Zach Peterschmidt, and he's going to keep it alive and stave off the corner kick by kicking it out. Dan Froning will throw it in for Chatfield. There's a good shot of David Meyer in goal there. Still preparing, still ready. Froning's going to put all he has into this throw-in. He's way back on the track. Sends it high. Pine Creek's players jumped a little higher, and it's kicked out.
If you've got somebody who can really throw it from that position, those throw-ins can be the
Just
equivalent of corner kicks.
You're right. Just like a corner kick.
That's kind of where you see the difference between high school soccer and college soccer, because all those throw-ins at higher levels than this are just like corners. And Jack Reynolds may have got hit in the head or something as he comes off.
He's holding his head a little bit there. This is Froning. Sending it to the center of the field for McGrath, and they'll send it back to Peterschmidt, who'll play it back to the middle of the field. Now Hafner. Taking his time. They're going to give it to Chatfield. I just wonder if you're the Chargers right now, how fast that clock is moving.
And if you're Pine Creek, it's not moving that fast.
Right. Gustafson trying to play it there, and now the Chargers come back. Moving the ball pretty well. McGrath, McGrath tried to spin around, lost his footing, fell down. Now it's a foot race. Michael Steffi almost got there, but Seagraves came out of the goal to play it. Nico Farley heads it back. Hafner heads it to Ernst. Matt Ernst. And here comes Pine Creek back with it. Yeah, it's Alex Cullen to Jay Morales. Oh, Stark misplayed it, but keeps it in bounds. Now, some tough play right here. That's very physical down there. Dan Froning, and they're going to give it to Chatfield there. Stark and Froning getting into it a little bit. Stark just backs off. I'll just keep playing defense. I got a 2-0 lead. I'm not worried.
They're not worried. This is a very confident Pine Creek group.
Ben Rogers will play this free kick.
He's probably the one guy who's shown the most frustration today for Chatfield.
It was a nice high kick inside. But like you said, that wind is now turned just slightly, but it's still in the Chargers' face in this half. Good defense over there by Nick Bannister. Sends it ahead. Alex Cullen, nice turn on the ball. Sends it back to Hafner. Hafner will try and play it ahead. Chatfield has had it in their offensive end for a lot of the time here in the second half. This is a good steal by Dan Froning. Froning will wait for them to set up. Send it on the far side. The kick inside, trying to get it across to Gustafson. And now Reese will play it. Reese will send it in there. There's a header by Overholt. Ball's still alive, but it took a bad bounce. Now Overholt has it. He's going towards the goal, but just couldn't get enough on it. That's going to be a corner kick for Chatfield. I tell you, Matt, the whole complexion of this game can change on a corner kick if they get a goal.
Yeah, they just need one goal, and it's a completely different game, like you said. You know, at one point, I don't know if it's still the case, at one point fairly recently, the only goals Pine Creek had given up had come either on penalty shots or corner kicks. None had come in the flow of a game.
That's right.
So if you're Chatfield, you want as many of these opportunities as possible.
Certainly. Now Reese will come over. This will be a throw in instead of a corner kick. McGrath throws it into him. Peter Schmidt kicks it right back out for the Eagles. There's a move inside and a tackle, and the Chargers getting frustrated out there.
Well, that realization that you might be 22 minutes and 30 seconds away from your season coming to an end on what's been a very good season for them. They come in with a record at 12-3-1. That we talked in the first game about two teams playing with house money. That's not the case in this. You know, these are two really good teams. Not that the other teams weren't really good, but it's a different feeling.
That ball heads out of bounds. Pine Creek now will finally get to play in their offensive half of the field here for a little bit, maybe.
They haven't really been trying to get in their offensive half. They've been content just keeping the ball away from the goal, but not really attacking.
Inside, Nico Farley. Oh, how about that play by Nico Farley?
That was, I think that caught just about everybody off guard. But there was Farley once again. You see it come in off the head, and it just plops in.
I swear that went off the back of his head. Look at this again. Oh, great shot over Seagraves there.
What's the cliche? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yep.
That's as lucky as it gets.
Woo! 3-0 Pine Creek.
Farley, his 8th goal of the year.
Nico Farley. How about that? Now the Chargers are going to really have to push.
Yeah, this is close to impossible.
Ooh, they almost got Steffi ahead of the game there. Now here's Michael Steffi with it. Makes a move, keeps it ahead to Ryan Depenay. Depinay can't get it by, though.
Here's the odd thing. Pine Creek looks like they have more. If you're at this point, if you're Chatfield, you've really got to wake up and play hard and have all kinds of energy. It's Pine Creek that's got all the energy right now.
Get the energy from the goal. It's scored by Nico Farley. 3-0 Pine Creek. Ooh, Jack Reynolds gets manhandled there. No call. Chargers trying to move it ahead. And they'll just kick it back to David Meyer.
Kind of a reversal of what these two teams had earlier. Chatfield to get here, they defeated Littleton 4-0, had no problem. And for Pine Creek, they barely got by Lakewood 2-1.
Comes a throw in for the Chargers. They go to Holmes. Gets it back to Osborne. Now over to Overholt. Sends it in. Zach Peterschmidt sends it out for Pine Creek. And it'll be Reese again with a throw in for the Chargers. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
It's pretty close.
Reese throws it in. And it comes Myers' way, and he plays it. So we are now into the second half of the second half, Matt Pauley.
That might be the last time we get to say that this year.
There's a play ahead to Carroll. Now Jack Reynolds comes up the middle of the field. He's got Taylor Carroll. Oh, just missed him with a pass, but check this out. Ben McDonald plays it on the end line. They want to call, and it is called out of bounds. Wow. I thought Brad McDonald had that one. Close play there. Seagraves will put it back into play. And that's called on Lee Holmes. And Pine Creek gets the ball back. I tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this Pine Creek team. Every time I've seen them play, they've played a different type of game, and they continue to impress me.
The most impressive team I think we've seen this year.
I will not be surprised if this team goes on to win the 5A championship.
I would agree without a doubt. I mean, they put an effort like they put out tonight. It's
They're pretty tough to beat.
We haven't seen all the great teams in the state, obviously, but this is as good as it gets that we've seen.
Here comes Brad McDonald. He's got Taylor Carroll with him, and Jack Reynolds running on the other side of the field. Carroll tries to keep it alive. Now Hafner gets back into the action. Tries to keep possession of, whoa, getting a little rough over there.
Yeah, and that's not good.
There's some frustration by the Chargers. Ooh.
But it's a Chatfield guy that's down, and he's in a lot of pain.
Hafner's down as well.
You see him right
there.
there.
That's not good. Here comes the replay. It was Hafner. And that's Jamie McGrath. Oh, and he just got, I think he got a tough kick.
Yes.
Tough kick that time for Robert Simpson. That's why he's down. Clock stopped, 8 minutes and 11 seconds left. 18 minutes and 11 seconds left, sorry. And Simpson will take a seat, try and make himself feel a little better.
It's good to take a moment.
Yes. Here comes Chatfield trying to get it to Ben Overholt. But there's Peterschmidt to kick it back out. Haven't seen much of Sean Cleary here in the second half. I wonder if he went off shaken up in the first half. Hope he's okay. Pine Creek's going to need him as a great defender for the Eagles.
If he is at all not good to go, you just can sit him out the rest of this game and
sure,
just try to get him healthy for your next.
Zach Peterschmidt, Sam Stark.
Such a deep team, Pine Creek. Every time they go to substitutions, more names come out that we're very familiar with as being very good players.
Depinay plays it off him there. And it'll be Ben Rogers throwing it back in for Chatfield. You can see he's obviously frustrated.
Yeah, and at this point, they know what's stacked up against them.
It's going to take a miracle.
They all watch film. They know how good of a defensive team this Pine Creek team is. I guarantee you their head coach and Brock Bloom was talking about we can't get down against this team.
Right.
This is not a team that you come back against.
And that's out of bounds. There's going to be a corner kick for Rogers. Like you said, Pine Creek's given up more goals this year on special plays, corner kicks, penalty kicks than during the course of play. Here's the kick by Rogers, and we're sorry to laugh on if you're Charger fans listening in. It's just that David Meyer made that look simple.
He's just there to catch it. The flag's down, by the way. What is it, the flag gnome?
I think the flag gnome's been out tonight.
Yeah. Are all 4 down?
All 4.
Wow.
That is rare. The flag gnome rarely gets 4 flags. Usually a 3-flag night for the gnome. 16 minutes left in this one. 3-0 Pine Creek.
Should start a band called the 3-Flag Night.
Yeah. 3-Dog Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremiah was a Bullfrog.
Mm-hmm.
Chatfield were the Chargers, not the whatever I was calling them earlier. Here comes Jack Reynolds. It's the ball ahead. Bannister trying to play it. Oh, excuse me, that's Taylor Carroll, who goes down, gets the call, and here comes Pine Creek. Here it is. Look at how rough it's getting out there, man. I'm a little worried about this.
Yeah.
Taylor Carroll gets kicked and goes down.
Just a little extra aggressiveness from Chatfield because of them being frustrated. Not saying that it's dirty, but it's just kind of the way it is right now.
You see any breath from those players on the field
down
there?
It is cold outside.
Oh, Cullen sends it into Chatfield's wall. Now it comes back to Depanay. And this is Dylan Greco in the game for the first time. Sending it goalward. And, oh, Jack Reynolds disagreeing with the call that he was offside. But, you know, the officials have the last word on that, don't they, man?
Last time I checked.
Pine Creek getting some other players in the game now. It's a nice header by Dylan Greco. Alex Cullen brings it back up.
Got an injured man in a lot of pain.
It's Ben Rogers. Is it? I believe it's Ben Rogers on the ground.
Yeah, the officials took. I know you can't look back, but he was down on the ground writhing in pain for a substantially long amount of time before they were finally able to stop play. And you know, of everybody, not that an injury is ever easier for one person than another, but Ben Rogers, a senior captain on this team who has been very vocal as they try to do things, and it's a shame to see his night in all likelihood come to an end like this.
Yeah, it's tough. 14 minutes and 21 seconds left in the second half. We're going to go ahead and take a break here, and we'll come back for the conclusion of this game and hopefully a Pine Creek Eagle win. We'll be back here on 20 TV. If you'd like a copy of this game and you're a Pine Creek Eagle fan, whether you're a Chatfield Charger fan, you can get a copy of this game by sending $10. All you have to do is email us at 20tv@asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. And a tough moment for the Chatfield Chargers as they carry off their captain, Ben Rogers, off the field. He's obviously in a lot of pain, and it's sad for him to see his – it's sad enough that their season would end on a game like this, but to end it with an injury like that too is a tough one.
And as we've watched this game, we've seen that he's an obvious leader on this team, and now his career is going to come to an end like that. It is sad doesn't start to describe the way it is, and you feel bad for Ben Rogers.
Darius Ryder is now in the game for the Chargers. Pine Creek has possession of the ball. They'll try and keep as much of that as possible. Taylor Carroll, nice move there to get the ball back. Nope. Couldn't possess it long enough as Osborne keeps it away for the Chargers. Now here's Carroll over to Brad McDonald. Loses the ball, and here they come. Here comes Overholt. He'll send it in there, and David Myers right there to keep it away. Nice throw ahead to Jack Reynolds. Jack Reynolds will possess this one, move it forward to Michael Steffi.
Just saw the replay of Meyer. He's everywhere.
Nonchalant.
More than anything, Chatfield hasn't gotten a shot off that's had a lot of velocity to it, so that's why Meyer's there. He's had all kinds of time to move into correct position.
Now Pine Creek plays at the middle of the field. Morales falls down, and here comes Chatfield. But Peter Schmidt's there to head him off at the pass. Alex Cullen to Taylor Carroll. Now Jack Reynolds. More nifty footwork from Reynolds.
I love watching him with the ball.
Moves the ball ahead. He's got a chance here now. Reynolds moving towards the goal, sends it in. Seagraves with a save. Oh, and a nice try by Carroll, but he's taken down. And Chatfield, a good job defensively. They're able to stop him.
You look at this shot as it just deflected off the goalie. And again, a better job defensively by Chatfield as a guy stayed back on the left side. And that's why it wasn't an easy in off the rebound. That's much improved defense by Chatfield over what we've seen earlier this year. But what a great setup by Reynolds to even put the team in position to possibly score a goal.
That was Brad McDonald in the middle there that would have had a chance on the rebound. But like you said, the Chargers were playing some defense on him this time. Here's Peter Schmidt. The fans here, the Pine Creek fans, help out the players as well. If they can't see what's going on, they're going to tell them.
That's what home field advantage is all about. But I think most of the time Pine Creek guys probably know, even when guys are behind them.
Here's Dylan Greco for the throw-in. Back to Peter Schmidt. He'll send it up the field, and Michael Steffi will try and keep possession.
It's a bad throw-in when you don't even get it off the sideline.
That's right. Jack Reynolds is going to throw this one in.
Oh, the wind's
Taylor
really
Carroll.
doing a lot of things to that ball.
Yeah. This one's out of bounds, and Dylan Greco's going to throw it in. Pine Creek just trying to keep possession of it. Peter Schmidt, a nice job there to get it to Morales at midfield, and they'll send it over to Hafner.
Clock is the best friend for Pine Creek right now as we are moving towards that final quarter of the second half mark.
Ethan Slater in the game now as well for the Eagles. As Ben Corley gets some of his other players in. Oh, a tough play there by Greco. No call. They get it ahead to Jack Reynolds. Reynolds, oh, nice. He is so fancy with the footwork. The fake kick, just keeping possession. Smart play there, too. Try to get it ahead to Taylor Carroll. Now Morales comes through. Oh, tough hit there. Darius Ryder took out Morales.
I don't know how he can be upset about that call because, I mean, watch this. He just goes right into him. His leg might have caught some of his head. We'll watch the replay one more time.
Ooh,
or maybe
Morales.
just more of his shoulder, but I don't know. It's just the frustration at this point for him to be upset about that call.
Well, I love how cool and calm Pine Creek is. There's Greco with the throw-in. As these things are happening, they don't get that upset.
No.
They just keep focused on the goal.
And that's a reflection of their head coach, Ben Corley.
He does a great job with this team. He's just so disciplined defensively, and they take advantage of the offensive chances that they do get.
You know what I appreciate about Ben Corley? A lot of our communications, especially prior to games, comes via email, and his passion for this team just flies off even those emails.
Yep. And we appreciate it when he gives us his little inside information before each game.
Mm-hmm.
Always nice to see. David Meyer. And, of course, if Pine Creek holds on and wins this game, they're going to play the winner of the Grandview-Stanley Lake matchup. Grandview, the favorite in that one.
Heavy favorite.
Seagraves comes out in that one. Seagraves showing off his foot here, but again, he's kicking it into the wind. Pine Creek player goes down. That's Ethan Slater.
Yeah, and this is kind of the point of the game where you just want it to be over.
Unless you're Chatfield, then you wish you had 40 more minutes. Down 3-0.
I don't know if that's enough.
Not the way Pine Creek plays defense. Overhold now. Hits it over, and it slide tackle, and it's out of bounds. That's Sam Stark playing that one. He's shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, the interesting thing is some of the players who don't play quite as much come in, they're not losing a step defensively. Offensively, maybe, but defensively they're not, and that just shows that it really is a program the way they play defense.
Yep. And they're able to get it out of there and now play it forward. Here's Jack Reynolds. Let's watch him play with the ball a little bit. To Morales. It's the Pine Creek student section is going bananas, I believe.
Bananas.
Yep. They're eating bananas.
Something
bananas.
else that should be noted, we
They're
talked about
going
this
bananas.
earlier. I don't know
Yes.
if they're going bananas, eating bananas, wishing they had a banana. I don't know what exactly that might be. The soccer ball with the yellow striping kind of looks like a banana.
Yep.
We talked earlier.
Hold on. Ben Overholt making a charge here. Dylan Greco back defensively for Pine Creek. They send it inside to Holmes. Holmes back to Overholt. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes a shot from there, and he does, and Meyer takes that one easy.
We spoke earlier, 3 District 20 teams advancing. Air Academy last night, Liberty earlier today, now Pine Creek. And that's great for District 20, but on a larger scale, when you look at soccer here in Colorado Springs, there are some great youth soccer organizations here in Colorado Springs, especially northern Colorado Springs. And I think that has a lot to do with why we're seeing so much success. These kids are being taught how to play this game from a very early age from accomplished coaches because of all the different soccer organizations that exist in our community.
And I'm sure that the District 20 coaches enjoy having these players come into their schools.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Ready to play and play some good soccer. Taylor Carroll sends it out. Chatfield gets it back. We're in the final quarter of the second half.
Final 6.5 minutes. What's that? We're a minute and a half away from being the final 8th.
It's the final 8th of the game right now.
Yes, it is.
It'll be the final 16th in another minute and 22 seconds.
Do you need a calculator?
No.
Because I do.
Pine Creek with the ball. Taylor Carroll. Nice to see some of these other players getting some time for the Eagles. Stepanet back to Dylan Greco. Greco sends it in closer to the box. It'll come back out, and Greco will play it again to Morales. Morales with a nice move. Sends it over to Taylor Carroll. And here we go towards the goal, but a nice defensive play by Robert Simpson, who took that tough kick earlier in the game. Marshall Lammers is also in the game now for Pine Creek, getting to play a little bit.
Chatfield has 2 players go down.
Reese is hurting, and Simpson again. Jared Reese and Robert Simpson both shaken up on this one.
Sounds like a law firm.
The official, Seagraves, they're complaining a little bit to the official. Seagraves being pushed away. Chatfield really, really frustrated now. They send Seagraves back to the goal. And they're going to call the certified athletic trainer back out. That's what the jacket says, and I believe it. We got 5 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the second half. And while they take care of the Chatfield Charger player, we will take a break as well. Pine Creek leads 3-0. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game right after this. You're back live at District 20 Stadium. If you're watching on DVD, obviously it's not live, but we're back to District 20 Stadium. He's Matt Pauley. I'm Brian German. In 5.5 minutes, 5 minutes 31 seconds separate Pine Creek from the third round of the State 5A playoffs as they lead Chatfield 3-0. Matt.
It's been a great night for Pine Creek, and you really feel sad for Chatfield, but this is what happens in the postseason. Great teams have their seasons come to an end.
They certainly do. Now we'll see if Chatfield can get something going, but no, it comes back to Marshall Lammers. Lammers plays it ahead. This is Taylor Carroll coming down the left end. And back to Lammers in the middle. He can beat Seagraves. Seagraves down on the ground. Lammers, oh, man. Oh, Marshall Lammers had a chance there. Doesn't play a lot for this Pine Creek team.
We see the replay here, and just
wow, that would have been awesome. Lammers, a senior for the Eagles.
Yeah, he needed to get that shot off just a split second earlier before the goalie came out with the slide tackle.
So that's a corner kick now. Pine Creek setting it up. Sends it in, and Seagraves makes a nice play. And, Matt, you got a score from up north?
Yeah, Grandview defeated Stanley Lake 1-0, so that means Pine Creek, assuming they win this game, will be taking on Grandview in the next round.
Ben Overholt makes a nice move, but Dylan Greco's right there with him. Dylan Greco kicks it away. Overholt sends it over to his teammates.
I don't know of those teams who's hosted the most or anything, so I don't know where that's going to be. The game is going to come up on Saturday, and I don't have the seedings and the histories as far as hosting in the postseason in front of me, so don't know where that game would take place.
Sam Stark lets that one go, and David Meyer will be able to play this one out. And being the veteran goaltender he is, he's going to take his time and let as many seconds click off that clock as possible.
Why not?
Matt Pauley drumming for us tonight.
You hit the first note.
Nice long ball, and here comes Marshall Lammers again. This time it's played away by Robert Simpson. Oh, what a play to keep it in bounds for Pine Creek. Lammers keeping it alive, but wouldn't go. There's also Dylan Vasquez in the game for Pine Creek now as Ben Corley empties his bench.
How great is it for some of these young guys who have worked so hard in practice all season long to be able to appear in a game of this stature?
Alex Barton's in there as well. All the Pine Creek Eagles.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity for them for what they've done all season long.
Boy, they were just manhandling Marshall Lammers down there. Sam Stark comes ahead. Taylor Carroll trying to get it. And this time it's Ethan Slater. Peter Schmidt plays the ball a couple of times, and the Chargers coming back. Dylan Greco back on defense here, trying to stop Ryder. And a nice play by Dylan Vasquez to come back and put it back into the Pine Creek feet so they can kick it out of bounds.
And every time the ball goes out of bounds, multiple Chatfield players just kind of bend over. And I don't think it's them being tired. I think it's them emotionally realizing what's coming to an end.
Every Pine Creek Eagle has been in this game except Logan Thomas, the backup goalkeeper, and I don't think he's going to come in.
He's not coming in.
David Meyer will get the shutout if he can hold on for the last minute and 53 seconds here.
Yeah.
It'll be his 12th shutout of the season.
Unless they want to put Logan Meyer in as a forward, he's not coming in. You're not going to take away a shutout from Meyer.
Carroll misses it. Here comes Lee Holmes up for Chatfield. Send it up the way, and easy kick out for Pine Creek.
If this was a 4-1 game right now, I don't think Meyer would be in there.
No.
It's just for the shutout to add to his personal record.
Kicked out of bounds by Matt Ernst.
12 shutouts, assuming they don't score in the next 100 and next minute 20.
Next 80 seconds,
yes,
Matt. Your math is just so good. Lee Holmes kicks it out. Taylor Carroll. Nice move there by Ben Overholt. He's going to send it, but way wide of the goal, and David Meyer will take his time to play this one. We're going to have come to the final minute of play.
60 seconds right now.
Good job, Matt.
Thank you. That's what I'm here for. That and moral support.
And the Pine Creek fans start to sing, na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. Which one's more painful, that one or warm up the bus? I don't know.
Are you going to sing?
Chatfield? No, I only sing at football games.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want me to sing?
It's your call, Brian.
Tyler Perko slipped a little bit there. Now it's sent back. Seagraves is going to try and play this one. And he keeps it in bounds. 25 seconds and counting.
I feel like your fans expect you to sing.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. This is Dylan Greco with the throw-in. Let's call it a night. The party is over. And tomorrow starts the same old thing again. As Pine Creek will play on Saturday. Liberty, by the way, will play Denver East. Didn't we hear that, Matt Pauley? It's over. Pine Creek defeats Chatfield High School 3-0 in this second round of the 5A state playoffs. A great job by the Pine Creek Eagles, and your heart goes out to these Chatfield Chargers as their season is over. Ben Overholt being attended, Brad McDonald, Ryan Depanay come over to him and just give him a slap on the back and say good game. And Overholt obviously overwhelmed a little bit with the emotion. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up and tell you a little bit more about Pine Creek's stellar soccer team as they move into the third round of the 5A state playoffs. We'll be right back after this on 20 TV. It's all over here at District 20 Stadium as the Pine Creek Eagles move on in the 5A state playoffs. If you have a last name of maybe Steffi or Farley or Cullen, you might want to get yourself a copy. A DVD copy is only $10. Just send us an email to 20tv@asd20.org or call 719-234-1780. The Pine Creek fans living it up as Pine Creek has won by their 12th shutout of the season. They win 3-0 over Chatfield to move into the next round of the playoffs, and here's how they did it. Let's go ahead and take a look at those highlights. The first goal, Michael Steffi missed the header. Nick Bannister got the shot in there, and there was Michael Steffi, the easy cleanup to make it a 1-0 game. And it's just a good job by Steffi, Matt.
Just left wide open. You see the defender fall down, and Steffi was at right place, right time, and was able to finish.
He's been more in the right place, right time all season. Alex Cullen got the second goal for Pine Creek, and that was a nice shot. But like Matt said earlier, no defender around him as he just turned around. It was easy to shoot in that one. And then Nick Farley, the improbable goal. This header was amazing.
Yeah, Nico right here. He just it bounces off his head and goes in. You want to give credit to Nico Farley, but in all reality, he got his head on it, and that's what you got to give the credit to.
Certainly. That was the final goal for the night for Pine Creek. They win it 3-0, and we can tell you that they will take on Grandview, a 1-0 winner over Stanley Lake earlier tonight up in Denver, and that game will happen right here at District 20 Stadium, 4 o'clock on Saturday. So make sure you get out for that one because that's going to be a good one as well, as Pine Creek and Liberty High School, two District 20 5A teams, are in the final 8 for 5A, and it is a possibility, Matt Pauley, they could meet for the championship.
They could. They're on opposite sides of the bracket, so the only way they can meet is for the championship. But Pine Creek, it's great. They get to play at home again on Saturday. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer at 4 o'clock for folks going to the Air Force football game. They can wake up early, go out there, go grab a bite to eat for lunch after the game gets over, make their way over here and have a nice little doubleheader.
That would be awesome. Maybe you get 2 wins for your favorite teams on that one.
Quite possibly.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brian German. He's Matt Pauley. Pine Creek moves on in the state 5A playoffs with a 3-0 win over the Chatfield Chargers. Thanks for watching 20 TV.